Good morning and welcome to Math Boxes for this week. There's a decent amount to cross out, so make sure that you're watching this video completely. Alright, the first Monday box says shade the box with the expression with a larger product. So remember, product means larger answer to a multiplication problem. So instead of doing all the work of actually multiplying these fractions out, I'm going to show you a trick. So when we're saying 3 times 4/5 and 3 times 2/7, really what I'm saying is I want 3 of these 4/5 and I want 3 of these 2/7. So really I just need to figure out which fraction is greater, and that will help me determine which product would be greater. So if I was to visually think about what 4/5 would look like, this fraction would be almost completely filled in, while 2/7 isn't even at the halfway point. Half of 7 would be 3.5, and this isn't even there yet. So I know right away that 4/5 is the greater fraction, and if I have 3 of these ones, this is going to be the greater product. So I'm going to shade this box in. Cross out E and F. I'm not going to make you do all 6 problems, but you should be able to do B, C, and D. For Tuesday, go ahead and cross out in the directions the red and array directions and the green and the array directions. All I want you to do is determine is the number prime or composite, and then list out the factors below. So just a reminder, when you're factoring a number out, you're thinking of all the math facts, and then you ride that U roller coaster to then list out the different numbers. So do that for all 4 numbers. Wednesday, you're doing multiplication and division problems. We're going to actually look, and then it says to write the answer in the rectangular closet door, so you might have to write sideways for a few of these. So go ahead, let's look at this problem right here. It says Victor's family has 4 bedrooms and each one has its own bed. They spend a total of $3,424 on all 4 beds. How much was each bed? So to solve this one, we're going to have to divide the total amount into the 4 beds. So your problem that you'll solve on probably some scratch paper is 3,424 divided by 4. So remember to use your box model. And then dad, mom, sister, brother. Now, not all of these are division. Based off of the word problem, you have to determine is it multiplication or division. For Thursday, go ahead and cross out the number lines for each problem. You are going to write the fraction in number form next to each visual, and then you get to compare them using greater than, greater than, less than, or equal to. And you can use the visuals to help you with this, or you can create equivalent or common denominators to determine if they're equivalent or not. So for this first one, 2 pieces are shaded in, while there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 pieces total. For this one, 2 pieces are shaded in, but this time there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 pieces total. Which one is greater? If I was to look at this fraction over here, this is what is being filled in on the other side, and I can see that there's still more green. So I know that 2/6 is greater. 2 out of 6 pieces is greater than 2 out of 8 pieces. You should be able to do the rest of those on your own. Let's go ahead and go to Friday. You're going to be experts at this one. We've done missing angles before. I'm just going to highlight a couple of things. This line and then whatever measurement is next to it is what is telling you what this entire angle is representing. That was a bad picture. So meaning this angle plus this angle equals the total out here. So some of these you have to find one of the missing parts by doing some subtraction, the total minus the part you do know, to find your answer. And other times, like on problem B, you don't know the total, so you have to add up the 2 parts in order to find out the total. Math Fact Corner, you guys know the drill. All right, this next one is a little bit tough. There's two parts to it. So Central High School has 2,308 students. 1,258 of the students eat lunch at 11:30, and the remaining students eat lunch at 12:30. If there are 50 tables in the cafeteria, how many students can sit at each table during the 12:30 p.m. lunch? So first off, we need to figure out how many students are even at the 12:30 p.m. lunch. We know how many are at the 11:30, and to find the remaining, we're going to do some subtraction. So I'm going to label this part of my work 12:30 p.m. lunch, and then everything below is going to be helping me solve how many kids are there. So if I have 2,308 students total minus the amount that ate at 11:30, so 1,258, I'm going to do my subtraction. Got to borrow from my 3, turn this 0 into a 10. 10 minus 5 is 5. 2 minus 2 is 0. 2 minus 1 is 1. So 1,050 students are at the 12:30 lunch. Now looking at my problem, I want to know how many students can sit at each table at the 12:30 lunch because there's 50 tables. So now I'm going to divide 1,050 into those 50 tables. And this is long division that we haven't quite done yet, so I'm going to do it with you. So I'm going to set my problem up. My divisor goes on the outside. And I'm just asking myself the same thing. So how many times can 50 fit into 1? Definitely 0 times. How many times can 50 fit into 10? Still 0. So now I'm bringing up my 10 and putting it in front of the 5, making it 105. So I'm asking myself, how many times can 50 fit into 105? That changed. 2. 2 times 50 is 100. 105 minus 100 is 5. Bring it up. How many times can 50 fit into 50? 1 time. So how many students can sit at each table? Make sure you're adding that label. All right, last box of the week, number of the week, cross out word form. Value of the 100, so find the number that's in the hundreds place and tell me its value. Multiply this number by 100, you're going to want to write small in this box. Sum of the digits, so 2 plus 4 plus 7 plus 5 plus 4 plus 8. Definitely want to use the caret method here. Find the factors of the, we're going to say of the number in the hundreds place. So in the hundreds place, that number is 5. List out the factors. And then find the first 5 multiples of the number in the ones place. That's 8. In the rounded box, you're going to round 247,548 to the nearest 1,000. And then you're going to round the number to the nearest 100. Then you're going to round the number to the nearest tens place. So you might want to write these on scratch paper or a whiteboard and do your floor, door, and check next door to see if you need to round up or stay the same. For divide it, you're going to divide the last 3 numbers by the number in the 10,000s place, so in this case the 4. So you'll set up your long division, and then remember dad, mom, sister, brother. Go ahead and cross out the fractions box, but then double it you should be able to do by either adding 247,548 twice or multiplying by 2. Good luck this week.